Hey guys, welcome to Cards and Sharps. How y'all doing? Long time no see. It's been a while since I've done a baseball card break. Just getting started with the season. Series 1 came out. We've got Heritage has come out. Should be some other stuff coming out pretty soon. Season will be starting this coming week. I'm doing this on March 28th, so we're just a few days, maybe 2 or 3 days away from the opening of the season. What I got here is a Blaster of Heritage 2021. Really, I think this must have just come out this week. I have not ever seen this on the shelf around me. We spent the last week on a road trip to Arizona. We went to see some Cactus League action. Took in some couple of games for a couple of days there. Did a road trip, kind of just exploring Arizona, New Mexico, and parts of West Texas. And while we was out, we would hit every little Walmart and I stayed pretty much away from the ones in the big cities, but whenever we'd get into some remote areas, I would hit them, and for the most part, they get picked over. But we did find a couple remote ones that did have some Heritage on the shelf, and then some Series 1 on the shelf. I picked up a little bit more Series 1 that just has disappeared around here, and when it does get on the shelf, it doesn't last more than a day. And we did find a pretty big score in one little remote West Texas Walmart. I ended up getting about 15 fat packs of 2020 Top Series 1 and 3 blasters. So get those, going to throw them in a box and kind of let them vintage a little bit and see if they go up in value, which they should with that huge rookie class that was out, came out in Series 1 last year. And also, I'll probably just open them from time to time, just whenever something of interest. Look forward to maybe pulling Robert, Bichette, Lewis, Grisham, any of those guys, and that will be a lot of fun. But let's dig into this Heritage. It's typical Heritage. It's a collector's for a set builder's set. A lot of just base cards. Typical stuff you look for in Heritage is going to be some oddball stuff like French language on the cards, and maybe some chrome versions, and then you got your short prints in the higher numbers. And they got the little candy lid, kind of looks like a pog top a little bit, but it's they call it a candy lids. They look out for exclusive candy lids. So there's the odds if anybody wants to check those out. I did open one box off camera, and not really much of note in that, except I did pull the candy lid of Luis Robert, so not too bad. Well, I see a chrome one in here already, so we will set that pack aside and open it last. Create some little bit of suspense. Because with Heritage, you're not likely to get much other than something like that is special. So we've got Ronald Acuna starting off there. Martin Perez. I really like this design. This one brings back a lot of memories. Texas Rangers moved to Arlington, Texas from Washington, D.C. in 1972. And I was about 9 years old, and that was the first year I really understood a lot. I followed baseball, watched baseball, and we went to games and stuff, but there's an Alec Bohm rookie in action. These are cards that, I don't know if you remember the 72 cards, they had these in actions, and they'd have like a news story on the back. But that is badged as a rookie, so we'll take that. Jack Flaherty. And but when the Rangers came down, that's when I really got excited about baseball and started collecting cards myself. My brother, who's a little bit older, had been collecting cards for a couple of years prior, so I was familiar with the 71 and 70 designs and even some 69, but 72 is when I really first started paying attention and really got into the collecting myself. What I do remember is back then they didn't have the Photoshop technology they do today, so apparently they took the pictures before the Rangers moved from Washington, so they still had the Washington emblems and all that, so everything was there. All the Ranger players were airbrushed, or they were showing them without a cap on and just a headshot or something like that. Not a real interesting cards of them in that look, but do remember that. And the same type of photos. It's interesting to see the current players in that 72 look. Very, very 70s looking. I thought these were very, high, modern looking cards back in the day. But now you look at them and they scream 70s at you. But still, it's really, really cool. Charlie Blackmon in action. Those have as I said, the news articles. Then they have some. They have they're part of a puzzle on the back as well. A different insert. All right, we got another candy lid, and this one is going to be Mookie Betts. So that's a good one. I do not know what the checklist is, or who you can possibly get on those, but that's pretty cool. All right, Randall Grichuk, Jose Altuve, and Jonathan Scoop. All right, Adam Engel, Orlando Arcia, Dustin May, Brian Reynolds. There's a Houston Hura in action, and that one's just got some baseball tidbits on the back. Interesting. They're interesting to look at if you read those things. Then you got the then and now, Hank Aaron and Marcell Ozuna, a couple of sluggers for the Braves. Mike Minor and Max Kepler. I don't know if anybody of you had the opportunity to go to spring training. It's a different experience. The games, we were about we got behind first base dugout right on the home plate end of the dugout, about 4 rows back. So we can't, people can't get those kind of seats at the major league parks during regular season, unless you got season tickets or a lot of money. And we got Zach Wheeler there, Bryce Harper, a couple of in actions, Javier Baez, Estrada, and that made for a totally different experience watching the game, especially with the small crowd. Stadium holds about 10,000, and they've let about 2,500 in. So, small crowd, you can hear the hecklers really well at those games. And you can even hear some of the players and managers' comments and umpires calling balls and strikes real well. So, there's a mini card, and that is numbered number 14 to 100, and that's Chris Sale, hoping to bounce back from Tommy John surgery. So that's a mini and a candy lid so far. All right, we got Aaron Saval, Sandy Alcantara, and Kyle Gibson in his Ranger uniform. Not airbrushed or anything this time, so they do get to show their uniforms on that. But anyway, the games were interesting in that you just got such a close-up and a feel, but the small crowd, the kind of the setting in a small ballpark like that, everything, it had the feeling of like a minor league game, or heck, even didn't feel like you was watching millionaires play ball. You felt like you were watching young people, high school, college, something like that. Just a very Joey Gallo, Mike Brousseau, and there's a Luis Robert in action, and that's gives you a little tidbit on him there. Rookie stars, Cardinals, Cody Whitley and Royal Ramirez. But yeah, it was very different. You know, getting to see the players up close and just watching them and seeing them doing, you know, the stretching before while they're on deck or something like that. Just things you didn't realize, you don't really realize they do, and you can't tell from the typical seats you get at a major league game. Rookie stars: Joey Bart, Dalton Varsho, and Ryan Jeffers. So it was very interesting and just the viewpoint of the game. It was a lot of fun. Got to see a couple of games, you know, and then drove around and checked out some of the facilities in different ballparks and practice facilities of other teams. Got Rookie of the Year award. It's a Jackie Robinson plaque on that, and it looks like just a list of Rookie of the Year award winners. Bichette. So we got a Robert and Bichette, a couple of guys that were popular rookies last year. All right, last pack before we look at the one that we got a chrome card in and see what we got. Rafael Montero. Batting leaders from 2020. Renato Nunez. Clayton Kershaw. Michael Chavis. Shane Bieber, New Age Performers. That's something a little different looking. They didn't have inserts back in 1972. That's kind of a play. You didn't have mini cards and inserts and things like that. That wasn't around back then. You just hoped to get the card of your favorite players. We got Nick Solak, going to be the starting second baseman for the Rangers this year. And we got the National League batting leaders, Juan Soto, Freddie Freeman, and Marcell Ozuna. So, not too bad there. All right, let's take a look at what we got here with this. We got that chrome card sitting there in the middle. Hopefully that's somebody really good. We got Jackie Bradley Jr. there, John Lester, Jacob Junis, Sixto Sanchez. That's a rookie in action card. We got rookie stars, Tigers, Burroughs, Funkhauser, and Garcia. We got, we'll pull a deal from the back here. We got Wilson Contreras, Rio Ruiz, and behind the Dodger is Sonny Gray, and that is a chrome card, not numbered. Yes, it is numbered out of 572, so they're not really exclusive, but those really sweet looking card. I think that could make, if there's some really, ends up being some rookies get hot at the beginning of the year, I think this will be a very, something people will be chasing. I don't think Sonny Gray is going to be all that valuable, though he's a good pitcher and all that, but and that's a really sweet looking card, but not likely to be somebody that's going to be highly valued, but still, all in all, not bad, and I think that would be a fun card to chase in some of your top rookies like Mountcastle or Bohm or some one of those guys. All right, so we got the Chris Sale Mini, we got the Sonny Gray Chrome, and we got a Mookie Betts Candy Lid. So not too bad out of one blaster. The one blaster I'd opened before, the only thing of interest was the Candy Lid of Luis Roberts. So not too bad. I'll try to only grab 2 of these, so I'll try to definitely catch maybe another 1 or 2. The Heritage is usually around for quite a while, it seems. So that's about the only thing not selling out if the store has it. Everything's selling out of some stores, but you can still find 2020 Heritage at quite a few places. So we'll see how 2021 sells. Oh, it's not bad. Like I said, I love the design because the 72 is my entrance into really card collecting, and it's just brings back good memories, and not a bad looking card. All right, guys, that is it for my return to cards after a little hiatus during the off season, not doing football or basketball. So we will be back around when some more baseball comes out, and we'll do some hobby stuff as anything comes out that I feel is a good value. I didn't really see a value with hobby over retail with the Series 1, and probably not with Heritage either. I've never done very well with Heritage hobby, so probably will be passing on that, and maybe catch Gypsy Queen when it comes out, and we'll be looking forward to that. And then when you start getting into some more of the higher end stuff that they don't do the retail versions of, then we'll be looking at that. And if the prices aren't crazy, then we'll be doing some of that. In the meantime, check out all the other videos I've got, and those of you that enjoy the sharp object videos, should be getting a new round of those coming up pretty soon. So like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for when new stuff comes out. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.